guys, welcome back to
Tirando Shal.
We have a very important and special guest tonight with us. Such a special person. She holds such a big place in my heart. You guys don't really see me around with her on my stories or on my social media. We keep it low. Many things have happened in the past, and we chose to catch up with each other. And she's not only familiar with me, but she's also familiar with Mario and
knowing her.
And Santi. I'll go ahead and hand it off to her. Tell us a little bit about yourself. This is Jocelyn Rodriguez.
Hi. Hi guys, my name is Jocelyn, aka jossthe Boss.
jossthe Boss on IG. I'll leave her handle down below.
Yes.
The only reason why, well, many reasons we chose to have you was because you have quite of a following on Instagram.
No, y porque pues es amiga de nosotros,
Yeah,
la apreciamos.
come on.
No. Like I said in the beginning, like we have a lot of catching up to do as well, and we just took advantage. She was free today. She's what do you do? Tell us a little bit of what you do right now.
So right now I'm in nursing school, and it's actually like up the road. But it just takes up so much of my time. Like I do nothing. I study. I do clinicals the weekends, and my only days off are Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes.
Like that's it.
And it was actually hard to get her in because last time that I reached out to her, she told me she goes to school Saturdays and Sundays too. Mm-hmm. And if you follow her on her stories, it's like 6 a.m. on Saturday or Sunday, and you're already posting that you're on your way to school. And I'm like, I could never. You're very like that's very, very admirable.
Yeah. So we have to be there like at 5:30. And then we're on the floor at 6. So I live super far, so I have to leave so early. I mean, it's not that bad because there's no traffic, but it's just like having to wake up and then get mentally ready for like everything you're gonna see.
The drive and all that.
It's crazy.
But you also attended, or did you graduated Southwest too, right?
So I did my MA program there. You have to have like some medical background before you do your nursing. So I did that before.
What was your medical background?
What was that? The medical assisting?
Yeah, it's Southwest.
So you're doing it right now?
No. So I went to Southwest 2020 when the pandemic hit. Like I was in school when everything happened. 2019? No, 2020, no?
COVID-19?
No, I think it was 2019.
It's called COVID-19 because they hit 19.
It started 2019, but then they came up
right away.
See, no? I'm like...
A lot of people have, like, a lot of controversial, like, with EPCC and Southwest. Like, they always say, oh, EPCC is better than other people Southwest. How do you feel about that?
So, the only difference is that Southwest is, like, an accelerated program. So, you're, like, fast. Like, I know people that went to EPCC, and it's, like...
tragic.
Yeah.
I
like, they
EPCC.
had to, like, go up and down their degrees and stuff. And people that graduated with me that barely graduated EPCC, and it's, like... it was supposed to be 2 years, and it's just so competitive, like
and they'll say from the APC the teachers don't help.
I mean
teachers
I've heard
there
that too,
are bad.
I actually did graduate from EPCC, but I graduated when COVID was going around, and I think it was like a big advantage because it was very easy. Everything was online. But it was challenging. But like I said, the COVID helped me out a lot. But I thought that Southwest was like mainly for certain careers.
So they focused mainly on like anything medical, so like ophthalmology and like nursing. They have a really big program for nursing, but they also have like mechanical diesel, or what is that called? Like
diesel mechanics.
Así como lo
mechanical diesel.
Como Western Tech, así, ¿no?
Yeah, just like Western Tech.
Sí.
Except like Western Tech is a technical school and Southwest is a private university.
And the clinicals that you're doing right now, like that's like already work or?
Yeah, that's like free labor. Yeah.
Oh, but you don't get paid for it.
No, I don't get paid for it. So you do 8 to 9 months. I think it's like 9 months of school of like pure books, and then you do the rest of your 2 years, which is one class and your clinical. So your class has to do with your clinical, and it's like you do class during the week, and then on Saturdays and Sundays you go to your clinical.
But But you're all that time you're not getting paid.
No.
Nothing. None of that.
That shows that you're there because you want to be there. No,
I go to work once. They don't pay me. I'm not going back.
Yeah, dude, and it's so bad. Like, you have to deal with everything how a nurse would do it.
Yes.
So when you go to like EPCC, and any other school, you start clinicals right away. As soon as you start school, you start clinicals too. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you can't do anything because you haven't been checked off. So throughout nursing school, you go through checkoffs. And let's say like you need to learn how to do an IV, you get checked off on that. So then now you can do it on the field.
Okay.
Yeah, you can practice it and gain experience. Because, for example, in the nursing field, it's also very known that, like, they're like, what experience do you have? And then some people will be like, well, I want to work to gain the experience. And then they're like, well, we don't hire without experience. So that's a very good
Your
route.
clinicals is your experience. So then, for example, like EPCC, they go into their clinicals. All they can do is talk to their patient. They can't touch their patient. They can't do anything unless they're checked off. So we get checked off before we go to our clinicals. Okay. So that way when we go into like our clinicals, we're already like, we can do everything already basically. If your nurse allows it, because you're working under the nurse that's supervising you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if your nurse feels free, like she has a confident, she's confident in you that you'll be able to do stuff without messing up, then she'll let you do it. She or he.
That's pretty cool. I'm proud of you. And do you want to like specialize like in a certain type of nursing, like because you used to work at a pediatrician, right?
Yeah, and then I went to family, so I was dealing with like older kids.
Batallosos.
You like kids. I see your nephews. It's good. On your stories.
Yeah. So I like kids, but when you work with kids, you work with the parents
when
too.
They're not yours.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then so at a clinic, like they're going for their checkups and all of that, so they're not always sick, you know. Yeah. But at a hospital, you're not there because you're feeling fine.
Yeah.
Like you're sick. The parents are frustrated. The kids are frustrated. Like. So you have to deal with the parent
here
and
first.
the
She wants people to get sick.
And for,
you guys heard it here first.
No.
I don't know.
And for example, I'm a mom. I'm a mom to a 2-year-old boy. No, 3-year. He turned 3 already, and I am very impatient. You know me, like on a personal level, and I'll go. So my mom will be like, "Take him to the doctor," and I'll be like they're gonna tell me no tiene nada, like he doesn't have anything. Yeah, and I'm like, not even my drive, because I drive him to it's all the way over there by Executive, and it's like far, and then I'll take him, and then they'll be like, he's fine, and then I'll be like,
no te dan nada.
Yeah, or like just to get the money out of the insurance, pick up these medicines. So I do understand where you have to be really patient.
What's the craziest like encounter you had, like with the patient or like with the mom?
We were doing COVID testings outside, and I was just testing all day, every day. And I came up with the idea to set up a tent outside, because I had seen like several clinics with tests outside, but they would have us go to their cars, and we would be like suit up, like with a face shield and your gown and everything. And it's summer, so it's hot, like bad, and you have to chase the kids around the car and like. No, so we set up a tent, and we're telling the lady, like, hey, come to the blue tent. I mean, you can't miss a blue tent. It's a blue tent.
Yeah.
And she's calling, like, I can't
She's at the park.
Tent.
Like, she said it was a football game.
Dude,
I saw blue tents over there.
Yeah, she couldn't find it. Like, point is, she couldn't find it. And then when she finally found it, like, she comes up to me, pointing in my face, like, you told me that blue tent and it was on the other side. And I was like, no, I told you, like, where the entrance is at, like, the blue tent is right there, you're gonna see it. No, you told me. And then I was like, okay, whatever.
You very recollective.
So then they start coming at me, like, pointing at my face, and she's like, you need to go back to school because you don't know what the front from the back is. And I was like, you need to get out of my face because you know I don't care about this
that was the last time I saw jossthe at that hospital.
No,
yeah, it's crazy.
So that happened. Like, she got in my face, I got in her face. I like walked inside. I told my manager, like, hey, this is going on. She's like, okay, next time come to me first before you like yell at the patient.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reasonable. So both parts. I mean, you guys were stressed. Like essential workers were stressed the heck out of you guys, and then people trying to get checked. It was also stressful. Did you get COVID?
I did. I actually got COVID for the first time.
Imagine she's like, I have COVID.
Let me tell you right now. No, I got COVID when it was gonna be Kevin's birthday, and we planned a trip, and it was gonna be his 21st. And we planned a trip to Ruidoso, and it was like snowing, and it was perfect. And my plan was to get COVID that week so I could get the whole week. I worked with tests, so like I could just keep a positive and say like, oh, this was my test. You know? So that was my plan. Exclusive. But no, I actually got COVID. So I got COVID.
Diosito la castigó.
I know. I got COVID that Wednesday. Was it that? No, it was that same day, huh?
Yeah. The day of his birthday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the day that we were going to leave, I found out I had COVID.
Well, before we start talking about who, because we know who Kevin is, but a lot of people don't know who Kevin is. But we want to start off by asking you a little bit of your childhood. What is it like at home? How did you grow up? What are your parents like? Were they strict or?
Did you do any travesuras?
No, I was a really good kid. So I actually grew up on the west side. We lived on Donovan. And I spent my childhood with my aunt. They would all my cousins were there, and they would take care of us. But they lived in Canutillo, in this little town called Westway. I don't know if you guys have heard. Yeah, Westway. So I spent my childhood there. I don't really remember much. And then we moved to San Eli when I was 6.
Oh, okay. Early on in life.
Mm-hmm. My parents, they were like... Growing up, they were so strict.
Some people move. Mario's laughing, but give me a second. Hold that thought. Some people, for example, we started living in Clint when we were 11. We were already older, very early. She's very early in life right now as we speak, but she was very young, is what I meant, Mario.
Why? What do you mean?
And because he
Why are you laughing, Mario?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I guess I made it seem like, oh, la señora, you're very young still.
Ay, disculpe, señor.
But okay, you were saying that your parents were strict?
Yeah, they were really strict, with me growing up. And then...
grade-wise or life-wise?
Also grade-wise, yeah. I had to be a straight-A student, that, and I mean, it was never less for me. I was always used to getting good grades.
Yeah, you've always been very competitive.
So I always had my good grades and everything. They never had to worry about it, but I knew it was an expectation.
But was it easy for you?
Yeah.
Because there's people that have it easy with it, and then some people are I have good grades, but I struggle with it.
Yeah, it was school was easy for me, but once I got to high school started to get a boyfriend.
So they allowed you to get boyfriends until high school?
Until high school, yeah. I couldn't have a boyfriend until after my 15.
Oh, yeah, same.
So before my 15, I had to have my little private boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not your private boyfriends, but you had to hide it.
I had to hide it to the max, and I couldn't tell them, hey, I'm going to the park to.
Yeah, because with who? What time? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna be there?
And if I was going with a friend, they had to talk to my friend's parents. They had to know everything. They had to have everyone's phone number. It was just a hassle.
¿Tienes hermanos?
Yeah, I have 2.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What was it like to grow up without a sister?
And just so brothers? Bad. Even
before that, no, nunca te dijeron te tienes que llevar a tu hermanito.
Yes. I would take my little brother.
Yeah.
Did you have to take Mario?
Sí. A veces.
Well, yes, but my sister was she had to bring me. My sister, because I don't have a sister. And she was she had to bring me. And I feel actually growing up, I grew up closer to Mario than to my sister. Because my sister was always she had her own friends. She went to high school before me and stuff. And, I went to high school before Mario, obviously. And then I was just always, But,
it's because the thing is, we would always catch up with each other in school. We always got 2 years together.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. You and Julie, what's the age gap there?
A year and 9 months.
And you
3 years.
No, 2 years.
2 years and a half?
2 years and a half.
Yeah, kind of.
How? What?
Yeah.
Get into that later.
But me and Julie, Julie grew up. I think she grew up a little too fast. She got into makeup way before me. She got into dating way before me. But that's a different topic. But now that I know Angel too, your brother, right? And you guys, I do see that you guys are quite close now.
I feel we were closer when he was younger, just because he's older now and he's in that phase where he wants nothing to do with family. Like, he just wants to be out drinking, partying, like, with his friends. Like, his family is not a priority right now.
Oh,
so before, and sometimes I do
doesn't
get sad.
know what he's getting himself
and I tell
no
him,
llore.
I tell him, like, dude, you're gonna go through this, and that, and like at the end, you're gonna be like,
what's the age gap
should have
with
been
your?
with my family. What happened?
What's the age? Sorry, what's the age gap there?
How old is he? 21, and I'm 24. 3 years.
You're 24.
24.
You're 24. Where were you born?
I was born here
In El Paso, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And do you want to share at least like 2 core memories you have of your childhood? Okay, because I...
Good one. Una buena y una mala.
Una buena y una mala.
Bueno, no, mejor la mala no.
No, we're gonna
No,
right
because
here.
I was before I mentioned that I was also gonna talk about how hard I realized and I saw that your grandparents passing affected
Oh,
you.
it was so bad. Yeah,
Yes.
like I'd like crash, like poor Kevin.
Yes.
He was,
And
like,
for example, when my grandpa passed, I was very young, but when my grandma passed, it was hard on me too. But since my grandma lived in Juarez and I lived here, I love her, and it's such a hard topic to talk about as well. But I feel like when you grow up with you, because you would post que like ibas con tus abuelitos todos los días, like you would eat with them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's very, very different than when you have like, yeah, your grandparents, you love them, but it's not the same as in like everyday contact every day.
So like my grandparents, they lived in Durango, in this small town called
Durango, my mother.
Yeah, so like all my family is from Durango. My mom's family and my dad's family. And my grandparents were always over there.
¿De qué parte?
Tlahualilo, Durango.
Oh.
It's like, okay, so Torreón, you know Santos Laguna, yeah?
Sí.
Torreón. Okay, so it's like 30
Espérate,
minutes from
¿A
there.
quién le vas?
Santos.
No.
Yes.
Okay, we're canceling the podcast
That's
right now.
Guys,
Yeah, we're canceling the podcast.
I'm like, we're from Durango, we have to.
Además de Durango y la Tires.
Oh, really?
No, cierto.
Sí.
My mom does not go for anyone. My mom just supports my dad and Mario. But
And that's me too, though. Like, it's not like I watch it.
yeah,
I just know I have to go for them. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to share the core memory, like something that you're always like, oh.
From my childhood, like, there's nothing good. Like, that's exactly like I go. It's because I had a good family, but I was
Es que era
always
riquilla,
such
era
a
riquilla.
no, not even that. I was
Well, it has a lot to do with it because if you were to ask me, like, I feel like growing up we did struggle a lot,
like with money, like financially,
yeah, we did.
and that was like your struggle.
Well, not necessarily my struggle because my parents always made it
Like, that's a struggle we
saw.
like, no, not a struggle we saw,
went
but a
through.
struggle we're struggling with right now that like that my parents hit it too good. That right now we see and we're like, damn, like that's
Life was
crazy.
hard and we didn't
like,
know.
When you first
Yeah.
started,
Yeah,
Like-
like for example, me, like I'm independent. Like I don't live with my parents. Like I'm on my own. And now that I have my son, I'm like, wow, like it was very hard. Well, okay, it just depends. Like when you're well prepared. Like for example, you that you're going through your school, like you're holding off. I'll go into further topics later on. But like when you not rush things, like tiempo de Dios es perfecto, but you do sit here and you're like, wow, like that's a core memory because like my parents always made it happen for us, but we were just too young to acknowledge that.
Yeah. No, yeah, so my mom always tells me that, like, my mom, her family, like, haz de cuenta que no tiene familia. Like, she has her mom, she has her dad. Her dad is her stepdad. And her mom would leave them, when they were kids, she would leave them with their grandma. And she would take off with her stepdad now. So for her, like, she was always close to her grandma. So when she came over here, she had absolutely no one over here. And so she tells me, like, oh, cuando yo estaba embarazada de ti, like, because I need her for everything. When I go to the doctor, everything, I need her for everything. Mm-hmm. And she's like, cuando yo estaba embarazada de ti.
You're like, mamá, ¿qué tengo?
I
De
know.
que estoy enferma.
What's my social?
Yes.
¿Qué tenías?
So then, what was I saying?
Que cuando ella estaba embarazada.
Oh,
de
yeah,
ti.
when she was pregnant, that she used to take the bus from Donovan all the way to over here, UMC. To get her checkups and all of that. Like, she's like, yo andaba de camión en camión y yo no sabía inglés y yo estaba preguntando por todos lados, and you know, like she tells me all that stuff, and I'm
just
like,
listening to
I
it
could
'cause
never.
it
I'm like, Mom, I could never be like pregnant and on buses, like. No.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You're too bougie for that. No, and that's
not too bougie, but like our parents gave us a different life.
Yeah, they did so much for us that we don't know that much of a struggle. We hear of the struggle, but we don't know that much of the struggle.
Yeah, because you don't go through it.
Like hay papás como por ejemplo que I've seen on social media that like they're like, I used to have 19 brothers and we used to live in one room, like harder than our parents. Like have you guys heard about the joke that's like no, like with TV, like when they're applying for like health fast food stuff, and then they're like, ¿cuántos baños tienen? No, cagamos en el piso. Excuse my language, but that's fun. Yeah. And like for example, my dad sometimes he'll be like, no hombre, like yo de chico nada que ver, yo a los 2 años ya andaba trabajando.
Ya andaba manejando.
Sí. And that's why like I feel like our parents, because I know your parents and I feel like they're very hardworking. Your dad is very hardworking.
My dad is such a hard worker. Like I expect nothing less from a man because of my dad.
Exactly.
Like he just did so much. And I'm so lucky because my dad and Kevin are like this.
Wow, yeah.
Like they
Uña y mugre.
Dude, yes.
¿Quién es la mugre?
Claro, el suegro se respeta. So you don't have any core memories, just
no, my memories was just me
happiness.
Always being no. Like from when I can remember, I was always sad. Like I've always been such a sad child, and like that's why I'm going to therapy now, right? But
wow.
Yeah, like I started therapy. So after like everything that happened with like me and Carla's friends, I started going to therapy, and I have just like been like going up from there.
Does therapy actually help?
Yes, honestly, yes. Like but I also feel that you need to find your therapist.
Can I ask you something about therapy? What did your parents? Did you like ask advice to your parents, like if you should take therapy?
Opinions.
Like, well, mainly from your parents only, like.
Porque a veces que muchos papás, especialmente Latinos, like a lot of Latin parents, like you talk about therapy and they're like, what therapy? Go wash dishes, ponte a barrer, ponte a trapear.
Sí.
Like, estás de huevona.
At first they were like that. So when I started reaching out like for help, it's because I went like down bad. Like
Okay.
Bad.
Let's get to that later, but let's talk about how we met. How did we meet? I remember that when I met you, I didn't like you. You didn't like me either.
Shots fired.
Remember? No, remember that we
A mí me caías muy bien.
You guys want to take a shot to loosen up a little bit more?
Un shot, sí.
So we can refill Joss's cup real quick.
Un shot. Pásame la botella, hijo.
Pero pásale el vaso a Kev para que le haga refill a su...
Pásame la botella.
Su wifey.
A su wifey. A su Camila wife.
A ver la mano.
Nothing there.
Lo quiere pesadito.
It feels too empty.
Usted me dice. Para que no pase nada.
Yes, like I remember that when
Like 3/4.
when we went to...
3/4, te dijo.
Sorry guys. Quick interruption.
¿Tú quieres?
No, pero te
Santi's
acuerdas.
not talking a lot.
I know. He's very timid. Come on, Santi.
Sorry,
How was your weekend? How was your day while we serve shots? I don't have a cup.
Really? Huh?
Did you work today?
I worked.
Tómatelo, Joss, y luego para tomármelo yo
No,
también.
I need the
Oh, your beer? Sorry, your drink. Dame la tapadera del clase azul.
La espuma con
Please.
cerveza.
Thank you, Kevin.
The talking he does.
Ahí está.
I haven't drank for a whole month, guys.
Dude, I haven't drank either.
Ahorita nos empedamos, no hay bronca.
I'm not gonna be able to drink this.
Empezó la tracatera.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Ahorita en lugar de podcast. Sí, aquí está.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take one. Fuck it. I wasn't going to, but
En lugar de podcast, un karaoke night.
Actually, I
Luego.
like karaoke.
Tú me dices.
A ver.
You guys like
That's
karaoke?
good.
Yeah.
thank you.
We need to plan something. We always say that, Joss, and we never...
¿Quién jala para un night out?
Hey, I'm down. Night out.
So actually, next week I have a week off of clinicals.
Wow,
shit.
it's just meant to be. Cheers.
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 Tap the cup.
Okay.
Can I get a refill?
I didn't get
Sorry, Kevin.
Going back to topic. Cuando te conocí en la práctica de la quinceañera, ¿no? Te conocí.
No, but I remember I did like you. I don't know what you're saying. I didn't like you. I remember I liked you.
No,
She's
you
speaking out the
didn't. And then that day, like the actual day of the quinceañera was when we made up. Like we started talking and I was like, oh, she's actually sweet.
Well, what did I say?
It's because you know what? I feel like I've always been very loud and very acomodina. Like I'll barely know you and then
like bien confianzuda.
loud. Yes, ándale. Soy muy confianzuda and stuff. And like I'll always be the type to be like, I don't like your hair. Or, like, oh, like I'm very honest and stuff. But when you get to know me, like for example, right now. No. Like, if I was to tell you right now, like, oh, I don't like this, like, I think you'll be like, well, she's my friend. I'm gonna fix it because she's telling me, you know. But I feel like when we met, it was very not rough because you just wouldn't talk to me. Like, I remember that I would text and I'd be like, ya está ahí Joss, or like, ahí está ya Joss, and then you've always had such a good body. Y yo en mi ignorancia, like I was like 14, I would be like, it's because she thinks she's all that because she has a big butt, and then I'd be like, she has a big butt. And then I just always remember that, but like it just happened to be that you turned out to be such a cool person, right? And then like when I met, because you say you were close to Angel, but I met him barely like that time that you made the get together in your house, remember?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was really cool though, by the way.
GPI.
No fuiste. ¿Por qué?
GPI. Gracias por
Oh, pero
invitar.
fue el día de tu cumpleaños, ¿no?
Was it a birthday? No.
Nah,
¿Por qué no invitó, compa?
No, we went to go out with...
We went out.
Yeah, we
and
went
then
out.
It was your birthday.
Oh, to the we went to Famous Dave's, and then after that we
yeah.
went to your house.
Yeah, it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was my
your
birthday. Yeah.
You guys are here. My sister doesn't like me.
No, I know, and that's
She
when
didn't
you
invite me
met
to her
Angel.
birthday.
Yeah, that's when I met him the very first time I met him. But
It's because you got really into working.
no, deja
I remember she
tú.
would always say that you were working.
No, deja tú. Cuando me independicé, Mario como que se puso bien salty conmigo. No se llevaba bien con mi pareja y así, like it was just so crazy.
That.
So no lo
I
cargué.
remember that.
Sí, y luego ya ves todas las cosas que les contaba que like he would give me such a hard time, but then again like I remember that that's when before I moved out was when we got our closest. Like I remember que no teníamos ni la necesidad, gracias a Dios, ¿verdad? Y nos íbamos a vender panes a los Home Depots, a los Lowe's, just for fun. Like he had a friend.
Really?
Él
How old were
tenía-
you guys?
Well, like he was like
10.
no, he was like 16 and I was
Like, there's no...
he was like 16 and I was like 18.
He's like,
Ya tenía como 18. Como 18, 19. Sí. Y le vendían los panes de su amiga. Like, el papá de su amiga.
¿Qué?
Sí.
Los panes de su amiga.
No, su amiga tenía un
¿Pan?
papá.
Su amiga tenía un papá.
No, un papá. Su papá tenía una panadería, pues. Y luego Mario le ayudaba a su amiga. Y me decía, vamos, y así. Y me acuerdo que el día que me hice move out, me hace text Mario. Y me dice, hey, where are you? We're late to go sell bread. But I was not gonna
Moving
come
out.
back. Like, I wasn't gonna come back. Yeah, but that's...
Did you cry?
When I was reading it?
No,
yeah.
when you like slept outside of your house that first
Yes,
day.
that night, yes. But when I was planning to go sleep out of my house, I was like, acá, ¿verdad?
I think we're gonna have to take a break.
Oh,
now.
okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick bathroom break, and we'll be right back, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're back, guys. We're gonna have a little toast for the guest, the special guest.
Our first guest here.
Our
Thank
first
you
guest.
to Joss the boss
I was
and
actually
Mr. Kevin
telling,
here.
yeah, Mr. Kevin too. I
Mr.
was
Kevin.
actually, and Mr. Cesar and everyone. But I was actually telling Jaws that, as you guys can tell, we upgraded our mics. We upgraded our little setup.
For Joss the boss only.
Yes.
Let us know if these are better.
Yes, let us
Yes.
know about the audio and everything. And more than anything, like I actually want to put it out there that like these are just cute memories because del internet, you don't lose anything on the internet, nothing. So like whenever your kids are like 15 and stuff, they'll be watching this podcast and like my kids too, and it would just be like so cute. Like, oh, my mom.
Like, look, my mom used to do this.
My mom's on TV, like
Yeah.
you know, it's cute. But let's have Mario open the bottle
Si puedo.
and serve us.
Watch
Wait,
it all
mijo.
fall on me.
Bottle service.
Oh!
the camera.
No sabía que iba a saltar. No sabía que iba a saltar, por eso la tapé.
Not the $1,000 mic.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Disculpe. Are you good? You good?
Y el espejo de mi
Es que no sabía que iba a saltar, por eso le puse el dedo aquí.
Get to clean it.
Quítatelo si quieres.
It's okay. You can take it off. Look.
Yeah.
You can take this off.
No.
Sounds crispy.
I mean, I don't think... A ver, talk. I don't think that the audio will...
Hello?
No, I think you're fine. Okay.
A ver. ¿Habla?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joss.
No, you look fine. Just go like
She was actually crying backstage.
There you go.
Huh.
Sí.
This is gonna be the what's it called?
The clickbait. Yes.
I mean, like,
The thumbnail. Yeah, like that.
Thumbnail.
Perfect.
Bueno, pues.
Okay.
A lo que venía.
Échale. Compa Mario.
So to open up this podcast, we want to start talking about relationships. Just are you currently in a relationship? I'm like just for
Not just with boyfriend, but like
if I have other
friendships.
yeah, but like right now, are you like currently in a relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
With friends or with a boyfriend?
No, just
No,
like
with
in
a
a love relationship.
Yes, I have my boyfriend. We've been
¿Qué es que
together
husband?
for 4 years.
Sí, es como
Ah,
couple.
¿sí? ¿A ver el anillo?
Sí, 4
¿A ver el anillo?
years. How did you guys meet?
I actually slid into his DM.
Hey,
Not everyone admits to that.
You were strong, Michigan?
Not
I
everyone.
had never done that. I had never like flirted with a guy. Like nothing.
And what caught your
then-
attention? Like
You know what? It's because another. Well, okay. Let me
Tell
tell you
us,
the truth.
tell us
Let
the
me tell you
tea.
the truth. So one day I'm there at our old friend Lordland's house, and we're just laying down and I'm looking at Snapchats, and then Kevin pops up in one of them. Because he was dating this one girl and she posted him. And I was
Lo
single at the
ratearon.
time. Yes, I did. So I turned around and I was like,
homewrecker.
he's
right?
next.
Homewrecker.
I was like, he's next. And she's like, shut up. He has
so
a
you just-
girlfriend.
you have a
and I was like,
catalog?
no, like, he's next. Like, I don't care. He's
Mark
next.
my
you know?
words.
Dude,
Talking about
yes.
manifestation.
No, he ends up like breaking up with her. Like, I had never talked to him in high school. Nothing. Like, I knew nothing. Like, I just knew he was a soccer player. That's it. But only when he was dating that girl. Before that, I knew nothing of him. I didn't know he went to her.
Oh,
I
te
didn't
gusta
know
lo
he
prohibido.
existed. Dude, no, I was never like that. I
Como
was
dice,
never
porque
like
una
that.
aventura es más divertida si
'cause-
huele a peligro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I had a boyfriend for like all of high school. So when I finally broke up with him, I was like, oh my God, like
This
he
guy.
dimmed my light so much that I thought that I wasn't pretty or I wasn't
I
like
forgot.
anything. Yeah.
I forgot.
So,
you said,
once I
these
was
guys are-
like gaining my confidence and I saw like Kevin, I was like, maybe I could shoot my shot, you know?
Yeah.
But I didn't shoot my shot till like a year later.
See?
And
Wow.
now you guys
You
are
had a
about to
girlfriend?
get.
You guys got
No,
together?
he didn't have a girlfriend anymore. So he broke up with her and then
For you.
I had we never talked.
Oh,
I never talked to him in
coincidentally,
high
huh?
school. No.
Coincidentally, a day after.
So
Not the
fast
girl watching
forwarding
this.
4 years already? You've been with
Yeah,
him for 4
4
years?
years.
And with
Props
something
to-
about your relationship at the moment that you're like, this is something that I had never experienced before. And now in my current relationship, I finally am experiencing it. Hard eyes.
No, you know what? He first things first. He's Mexican.
Love that.
Like,
The other one was it?
no,
What was he?
Travis.
whitewashed. No, he was Mexican whitewashed. Like,
What's that?
so he knew no Spanish.
Like a Wish.
like
Like a
nothing.
Mexican from Wish.
Yeah, Mexican from Wish.
Wish.
And so he knew, like, he did not know how to dance. He did not know how to talk to my family. Like, nothing. Like, it was just me and him, and that's it. And his family, whatever.
And right, that family plays a big part, right? Like, ya cuando tienen una relación con tu familia, dices tú, no, like,
It's hard
just
to let go. It's harder to let go.
whenever the family is involved.
And I was involved with his family. Like, he was all right with my family, but
But because you
everything
didn't
that
have
he
a-
did to me, like, my family was just, like, away from him.
But now you say that him and your dad are like that.
No, the other one.
No, you said that Kevin and your dad are like
Oh,
this now.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad, like, Kevin won my dad over completely, like, the second. He actually
Hey,
met my
show me
dad
the
on his
tips.
birthday. Yeah. And so, Kevin, Mexican, knows how to dance. Like when we first started talking, me and him would communicate. Me talking to him in Spanish, in English, and he would talk to me in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Because I was me and Kevin.
Oh, okay.
I was so used to speaking in English with the other one, and then it came to a point where I was speaking too much English that when I was talking to my mom, I would have to be on Google.
No sabo que.
No, es que sí pasa.
It came to a point where I'd be like, es que ¿cómo se dice? Pues es que dímelo en español, en inglés, and I would tell her, and she would like guess, like say the word like different words.
Sí.
And I'd be, no, es que no es eso, and so I would just have to like look it up real quick.
Yeah, and in my opinion, something that I see is that like you have a following on social media, and like you get all these creepy men, all these weird people. Like, how do you guys manage that? Like, how do you make him know, like, babe, it's nothing, or like whatever, Kevin, it's nothing?
So like, at first, like,
did it take time for him to adapt to it?
Yeah, for sure. So my following was going up when I met him. And, like, it doesn't make me sad, but I'm like, damn, I could have done so much more, you know? But I started going up, and then there was all these, like, creepy men, and it was starting to get to me, you know? But not only was it getting to me, it was getting to him, too.
Yeah.
So then...
But getting to you how?
Like, the nasty comments, dude, like...
Imagine like getting to you, like you started liking it, or like you started
no. Like I started like
overthinking it. Like maybe I want to stay away from this because it's affecting my relationship.
Yeah. Not even my relationship, but like my mental health. Like I was just like,
are they just
like, guys are just following me for
objectifying?
That. Yeah. So then that's what like my boyfriend would tell me. Like he would point out the things that I wouldn't see. I'd just be like, they're whatever. But Kevin would be like, mira lo que están diciendo.
He was another point of view for you.
So then that started getting to me. I stopped posting as often.
Porque si llega un punto donde like people, like your partner would be like, it's because you're looking for it. Because you're posting this. Because you're posting that. When you're new to it. Like when.
And the thing is that Kevin has always been so respectful. Like so respectful. Like me, I came from such a bad relationship that I was used to like attacking him and telling him things and telling him off and everything.
Toxic traits.
And Kevin, when he met me, was like, calm down. Like, I'm not fighting. Like, you know, like he kept me like calm.
See, and I don't know much of him, but he looks very recollective. Like he looks very patient, very sweet, very tierno. Like with you.
Yeah, and he's always been like, he had so much patience. Like it was crazy. Not the Amber Alert.
I know, the Amber Alerts.
You're looking for Kevin. He's been missing 4 years. He's been missing for 4 years.
And I wanted to ask you.
For him.
If you don't mind me asking, how is it that you grew on the like the social media?
Honestly, okay, so I posted one picture. It was, and I remember it was Easter. And my cousin's husband was taking pictures of her. Oh, ¿quieres que te tome fotos? And I was like, yeah, like sure. So then I took pictures, and after that, like, dude, literally, like, it blew up. Like, it wasn't even blowing up. Like, I probably got like 4,000 or 5,000 likes on that picture, but it was like a big thing, you know?
Yeah.
But then after that one picture, it started going to 10,000. 15,000, 30,000, like
followers or likes?
Likes. Well, my followers was going up like big time, like bad.
Damn, that's crazy.
So I went literally from 0 to like 150 something.
0 to 100, real quick,
to like 150 something so quick. And then after that, when the comments started getting to me in the DMs, because they were so bad. Like it came to a point where I was getting like
so
ugly.
they text you like people
the DMs, It was so bad.
Bad as in like.
Not gonna cap in there.
Creepy bad. Creepy bad. And so I was working on Melrose, I remember, and then some guy was like walking by, like back and forth, and I was in charge of like the front, just fixing stuff and everything. And he comes in and he's like, "You're that girl." I'm like, "What girl?"
The harassment.
Like, what do you mean? No, you're that girl. You're that girl from Instagram. And I was like, what girl? Like, what girl from Instagram? Like, you tell me.
Yeah.
No, you're that girl. Like, let me show you real quick. And then he showed me my thing. And he's like, oh my God, can I take a picture with you?
He showed you your thing?
Wow.
And I still have that picture with him. He's like, can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, yeah, like, okay, let's take a selfie, you know? But I was working, so I was like scared that they were going to tell me something.
You know what he did last night? You know what he did in it.
Nah.
What?
Me what? I don't want to know. And now it's just like I follow you on your social medias, of course, and even though we're close and like I can just always like FaceTime you and stuff, I love to interact with you on your lives and stuff, and I like to like be part of your girly pop team because that's what you call us, right?
Hey, girly pops.
Yes, you're the girly pops.
Kevin laughs so much.
And now, not so long ago, you recorded that video for the bar, right? Talk to us about that. How did that happen?
So, we have a friend. His he is a videographer / photographer. Shout out Orange Falls. And he does a lot of videos for like a lot of people, like all around El Paso, and he's done like I think Tigres. I don't know. He's done like a lot of people. Julian, he's done videos for Julian, like, so he's our friend or whatever. And he texts us like, hey Joss, like, hey guys, if you guys can come to the bar, like we really need extras for this video and all these things. And I that day I was feeling so good, and I was at the gym and I was texting Kevin like, please, like, let's go. He was so tired. He had just gotten knee surgery for the second time. And he's like, no quiero ir because I'm going to be in sweats and everything. And I'm like, no, dude, like, it's fine. You don't even have to be part of the video. Like, they're just asking me to, like, be an extra in, like, back of the video. You're not going to be the video.
Yeah, your moral support. And he's
like, so tú ve. And I'm like, no, like, I need you there. Like, I'm not going to feel confident if you're not there. Yeah. So we ended up going. And then, so the thing is that they were shooting a video for this little band in El Paso. And Cassie was going to be part of the video. She was, like, the protagonista. And in order to shoot that video there, they had to shoot an ad for the bar.
Right.
I have to burp. They had to shoot an ad for the bar, and so that's why he needed us there. Mm-hmm. So they brought out food, they brought out the drinks, and like we were like pretending we're friends and like eating and stuff, and like we're talking. And it was weird, dude. Like you get to see so there was a couple other guys there, and they're all like focused, like Cassie, you know, like Cassie. And it's not like, and it's happened to me before, it's happened to me at school where they're like, oh my god, jossthe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Mario's like that about you.
Like no, what do you mean jossthe? Yeah. And so she's like, no te dice gente. And I'm like, no, like it's not the first thing that I tell people, you know, like I don't go, hi, I'm Joss, and I have
con todo respeto, pero cuando estabas a Mario más chiquillo, he had a crush on you.
No, I remember.
Right?
I remember that.
Sí, pero ahora te ve así como influencer, jossthe.
No, and I'm nothing. That's what I told him, and I'm like, I literally do nothing.
Yeah, and that's what I was
Can
gonna
I
ask you. Like,
a question?
Yeah.
How did, like, I don't, from the story you just told us right now, a couple of moments ago, how does it feel whenever somebody's like, hey, can I have a picture? Like,
so honestly, it's only happened to me that one time.
Oh,
like it was that one time.
How did it feel?
I felt so weird because I wasn't at 100 something. I was like probably like at 50, like 70 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 50K. Sorry. That's humilde.
Yeah, and then I was also gonna ask you. So you have.
No, wait. I want to ask her. Not ask her, but I was gonna say. So when I present myself, I'm like, hey, I'm Mario Diaz. I know jossthe.
Yeah.
She's like,
no, they don't know me. People don't know me.
I'm Mario Diaz. jossthe is my friend.
No, hey, but let me tell you something. You do have a high following. You do. And there's people that, for example, you say like, oh, they objectize you.
Objectify.
Hey, eso que conozco a Aaron Jones.
But you can also switch it up and like, are you planning, like, do you have goals or something to do with your following, with your type of content?
So recently I had do you know, were you big on like Vine before?
Oh, yeah, that was like the TikTok.
Okay. So do you know like Cameron Dallas?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I had always heard of the name, but I didn't know who he was or whatever.
Me too.
He was like, hey, Jocelyn. And I was like, he DM'd me, right? And I was like, no, this has to be like fake.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was, but I went to his following and he just had too many followers for him to be reaching out to me, you know?
Yeah.
And so I saw one of my friends liked his picture. So I was like, hey, who's this? What do you mean you don't know who this is? Like, just like going off on me.
That's
yeah.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. That's Cameron.
I've never even seen that dude.
He's like, hey, like, we've been trying to like reach out to you, and I just wanted to make sure like you can get on the call, just so you don't miss out on the call, you know. And I was like, can you tell me more about like what you're talking about? Yeah, so we have this company, Fanfix, and like we're trying to get you on the call, basic, you know. And I was like, nah, he's getting,
what was that though?
like,
wait, she's
I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Sorry.
So I
I
told my friend, and she's like, no, it seems fake. And I was like, yeah, he probably got hacked. Like, you know? So I didn't answer.
Get hacked.
So I didn't answer anymore. I was just like, no, like, this is... He's too famous. And so then the next day I was like, no, but what if it's real? Like, this always happens to me. I never answer people because I think it's fake. So I never answer people. And so I was just like, okay, so like, let's get on the call. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
And it was like a Zoom call or like on the phone?
It was a Zoom call.
Okay, there you go.
So basically, they have this company named Fanfix. And it's like OnlyFans, but not to where you can post like nude and like videos.
Twitter.
Yeah, so basically like bikini pictures and all that. You know, still exclusive content, but no nudity.
Oh, okay.
And so we did the Zoom call. He's like, this is what the company is about, all of that. And then he's like, this is who would be managing your account and all of that. So he presented me to the guy, and he's like, yeah, so where are you based? Texas. Oh, okay. So we would be flying you out to LA and to New York because that's where we have our photo shoots and stuff. Like, we get like the games, the baseball games, the hockey games, and all of that. We'll get you guys there. We'll get you guys a suite. That way you guys can take pictures. Like, he was just explaining everything to me, and everything sounded like so good. Until he was like, if you're making 10K right now, you're going to be making 30K, 40K. And I was like, oh my God, like, little does he know I make no money off of this.
Oh, okay.
I make no money off of my Instagram because I don't charge people for anything. So they want to shout out, they want to send me stuff.
Mario Diaz, new Just the Boss manager.
Right there. Yes. I don't charge people for anything. They want to send me shirts. Like, from what I know, even if they send you free stuff, you charge them for a post and you charge them for stories.
Yeah, to promote.
And I don't charge anyone anything. But then again, I don't answer people.
Yeah.
So when I do answer, I just do it for free.
So basically you haven't taken it as serious. Like, it hasn't really clicked you. Like, you could be doing a living off of this.
So at the beginning, when I was barely starting, I was doing this these ads for a teeth whitening thing.
Yeah, I
was
remember.
Like, yeah.
So la maquinita, huh?
Sí, la maquinita. So they were paying me really good. They were paying me like $100 to do 2 stories. It's not even a post. So it's like, say, va a borrar.
Yeah.
So I would do my 2 stories, and they would send me the invoice, and then they would send me my money.
¿Y cómo te pagaban? ¿Te mandaban
PayPal?
Oh, mejor.
So they would send you your invoice. It would say like 2 stories, like story times 2, $50, and then times 2, $100, and then they would send you that.
So we have Just the Boss here showing her smile. If you want to sponsor us,
Double shine. No, but then I don't know if they went down, or I don't know if they changed their name. And I was also doing it for like the room stuff. So all my room is like by them. They send me all the lights, all the leaves.
And you would sponsor them?
Everything.
Or not sponsor them, but...
And I would never charge
promote
them. Like the teeth whitening people, they told me, we're gonna pay you for this. But it's not like I ever asked for it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like
it
was
came
just
out
like,
to you.
And so everyone
how did
else,
they reach out though? They just DMs?
the same, yeah, DMs. So I've been wanting to make like an email or something where people can reach out.
Yeah, I feel like when it has to do with like your body and like the type of content is a little more harder for you to trust, right? Especially because like all these leaks, like I don't know if are you planning on having kids in the future? Yeah. And then it's very sensitive. It's just like, oh, well, I wouldn't want my kids to ever come across this type of content. But right now, where you're at right now in your career, sorry about that, where you're at, like, do you plan on like, because I've seen your stories a lot where you're becoming more dedicated and more like disciplined in the gym. But then last time I saw that somebody brought up like you making gym content and you were like, it's because I'm not a gym girly. But then again, like,
I'm not. Like, so I go to the gym so I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah,
that's
I saw that.
Like,
when you
I
go
do
to
not.
the gym,
I don't think it works like that.
No, yeah, but I just feel like people that are like you, that do things post without intention are the ones that are actually get really good opportunities, and like they end up blowing up because you're doing it with no intention. Like
you're doing it just because you like to do it.
Yeah, like I don't, like I'm not posting so I can be a gym girly. You know, like I'm
But
posting because
all
I'm
your
at the
posts
gym.
are kind of odd. Like, just gym.
Well, okay, so basically what happened was that I met Cass, right? Like really great person. Like that's what I was like getting to. Like everyone was like, oh my god, Cass, oh my god, this and that. And then she kind of like me empezó a sacar plática. It's not the first thing I tell people. So she was like, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm in nursing school, this and that. Oh, like, and then they started tagging me in things. And then she saw me and then she's like, you didn't tell me you have a following.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm not going to tell you right away. Like, I'm not going to tell you, like, hey, I have this many
cocky.
followers,
Yeah.
you know? And so she started, like, going through my page, like, right in front of me. She's like, you gym? Like, yeah, I like to go to gym, like, here and there. She's like, okay, so I'm going to have my friend, like, reach out to you. Like, he has a gym, and he's just trying to get, like, more influencers to go to his gym. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, 10 minutes go by, he texts me. Hey, like, I just saw your page. Like, we would love to have you there. And so they gave me a free membership. And it's to Get Fit. Have you seen it?
No.
Get Fit?
The
No?
gym?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have.
The gym, yeah.
Honestly, it's such a good gym.
Really? Where is it at?
It's huge.
What's good about it?
¿Está en la Litreviño?
No.
¿Está muy lejos de aquí? Is it far from here?
No.
No?
No, when I get out of school, it takes me like 5-10 minutes to get there.
Oh, okay.
But
so now you
it's
feel
a
a
really
little
nice
more.
gym.
Did you feel like a little more compromised? Like now I have to go.
now
to
I
the
have
gym?
And
But
then
what-
so my anxiety started hitting, and I'm like, ya en mi gym a la hora que voy no hay nadie. It's me and another
But
girl.
what makes
That's
it? What makes it a good gym?
It's huge, and like the people are not like
Is it free weights?
yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
No, y como dice ella, like a la hora que va ella, pues it's empty, and like a lot of gyms around, like they're full, like Planet Fitness, like Red Skull, like
Oh,
all
you said
those.
it's empty?
Not
At
empty.
the time that I go,
It's
Oh.
yeah, like
and
Oh, and then
it's 'cause
free
it's
weights as in
huge.
like you have like bench.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah?
have a lot. Yeah, so they have
Not free as in like.
right
zero.
now
Oh.
they have 3 parts to it. I think that it used to be a golf course. So they have their whole golf course in the back where you can go run. They have 3 parts to it, and it's like the free weights, it's the machines, and then it's another little part with like turf and like other free weights.
yeah.
And they have this other place where they have their
Boxing.
like where they
Boxing?
box and stuff.
Oh shit, that's cool.
And they're gonna have their med spa in there. They're gonna have like IV drips. They have already, I think, like a cocina.
Oh,
What's
you're
their-
talking
what's
about
their-
this gym.
What's their
Get
price?
It's the one where antes era, yeah, it was a golf course. You know what? I worked there.
Yeah,
I put all the LED strips,
around it. Yeah.
like all the little squares and all that. Yep.
What's their
It's
price?
easy to say.
I know
so
the
I know
owner.
if you get a
Membership?
What's his name? Justin.
Justin.
Yeah.
See, really good, nice guy.
Yeah.
I'll get him in the podcast. Come, Justin.
So prices, right?
Yeah.
For like a whole year, if you get a year contract, it's $50, and then it starts
A month?
raise.
Oh, okay.
Which is good because I know Anytime Fitness is that price
Oh, you
too,
put that?
and like
Yeah. I feel like the cheapest one is Planet, but then again, like you never really get access to anything.
I
Everything's already
went once.
packed.
I literally went once. I went once.
I currently go there, but I'm like if I was to
It's still
get
packed.
if I was to get very serious about gymming, like I would want like
Another gym.
yes.
So right now, like I started going back to my old gym because I still have that membership. Just because Kevin started going and he got like knee surgery. I don't know if I said, but he's starting to get back into the gym. They're letting him go little by little, and I just feel so comfortable going to the gym when Kevin's there.
Right.
Because. And I mean, my brother
Feel
always tells me,
secure.
have you seen my brother? My brother goes to the gym
Yeah.
too. So
Swole.
yes, dude, I love him. So when I went to the big gym for the first time, I made him go with me. Because I was like, you know, like you're big and everything, and like Kevin can't go, so you go with me. So he went with me, and he's like, dude, es que duras mucho porque you're so worried about other people and like how they're looking at you. And I was like, yes.
Are you
like,
self-conscious?
Yes, super extremely. Like it takes me hours, sometimes like an hour,
I
an
feel
hour
like
and a half to go into the gym.
Oh.
No, Josh.
No, I'm being for real. I'm gonna start
Was there a
crying.
line
But
outside?
like, are
or
you
what?
like
Black
insecure
Friday?
about like just like the way
Wake
you
up,
look?
Kevin, he's done with his
So-
session. Everything he said.
Dude. So okay, this is how my mind works. This is how my anxiety and like everything works. So I get to the place, and if no one is with me, I have to map out in my head how I'm gonna walk, where I'm gonna walk through, where I'm gonna go to first. If that place is taken, where I'm gonna go if that place is taken. Like and then if I miss
you
one
always have
spot,
like what ifs.
Yeah, and
Dude,
it's so bad. Like I get so bad. So I stay there like just thinking and thinking.
Yeah.
I saw TikTok.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I feel like all that carries on from like the people that you've had in your life before, you know? Like for example,
there's people that are like that. Like I saw TikTok the other day of a guy that says he's like that, and when he goes like through drive-throughs, he writes what he has to say.
Yeah, me
too.
Did you
see it? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it, but
Social
I do have to think.
You write it?
No, I have to think about. I have to practice it in my head how I'm gonna say it before I say it.
Yeah.
And then if I mess up in one little part, I blank out. If I mess up one little thing, I blank out.
Yeah, he's like that.
I struggle.
Like for example, he was at McDonald's one time. His TikTok, I don't know, like I don't remember.
You know what? I think I have seen that.
And then he, like for example, he says everything, and then they literally ask him like, "Is that all?" And he didn't write a part for that.
And
he'll walk out.
He'll leave. Like he'll leave the drive-thru. No,
that's so funny.
No, he'll leave the drive-thru.
I'll literally cry.
Yeah, he'll leave the drive-thru, and he's like, "I didn't write this song."
Why?
Why do you feel like that?
I think after I went through like all my depression with like my grandparents and stuff, like my anxiety hit me like 10 times harder.
Yeah, and like people will be like, "But you're so pretty, like you have such a nice body," but then again, like nobody knows what goes in your head.
To this, like, I never believed in body dysmorphia until now. Because I was so used to like being thin. Because I was so thin. Like
I still see you very thin.
No,
I see you
and I don't see myself thin.
And I feel like you got thick in the right ways, in the right places.
So I.
Así le gusta compa Kevin, ¿no?
Yeah.
Perfecto.
He loves me.
Con eso hasta like that.
Pero okay, la siguiente pregunta que te tengo. Now that you have your following, and you know, like for example, there's certain apps that charge in order for you to get access to this person, like OnlyFans. Would you ever like consider it? Yes. There's a lot of people that don't necessarily upload nudity, but they upload like, for example, if you're not comfortable talking about like, I don't know, stories or certain type of experiences you've had, they go on their only lives, and then they'll be like OnlyFans. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Like, would you ever consider opening an OnlyFans?
Yes. Okay. So what I was talking about with Cam and everything, the fanfics.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're gonna take a little break. Just so
it's because it's too good. This conversation is too good. We'll come back.
We're gonna take a break and then we'll go ahead and come back.
Okay. Yeah, so I can keep talking about it. So anyways, fanfics. Yeah, so it's like OnlyFans, but I'm not gonna be uploading no nudity. It is gonna be.
You are opening one.
Yeah, I am opening it.
So they are flying you out and all that.
But don't say you're not.
So there's a huge like launching and everything going on. I did postpone it for 2 weeks, but I'm gonna ask for another 2 weeks just because I want to get fit like physically. There's a lot of pictures that I need to take before launching. Yes, but exclusive content coming. Yeah.
Wow, we love that. We love that.
Cool.
So, but you would also be open to opening an OnlyFans?
No.
Not OnlyFans.
Only fanfics and that's it.
Okay, but no OnlyFans. Oh, okay. That's a good. I haven't heard of it, but that's a very good opportunity, and I hope it takes off for you in the right ways.
All right, guys. Yeah. So now we have to take a little break. We'll be back real quick
for more tea. Let's go.
All right, guys, we're back here with the famous jossthe Boss.
With another cup of Moet.
Nos estaba diciendo el compa Kevin que OnlyFans, que él sí lo abre.
Oh, Kevin. Que él we got the dominant man on the studio.
Que nomás él sale.
Sí. Ey, tienes que cuidar tu mandado porque después te lo roba mi Kevin.
No, le quito el app.
Lo bueno que tienes sus contraseñas y todo, ¿verdad?
Y si no me las sé, las afiguro.
Talking about that, do you have any traumas or anything that happened in your life traumatic that you're like, I cannot get it out of my head, no matter how long it's passed, how many time or years it's been? I have like this one traumatic thing
experience.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to save a lot of it for like another podcast.
Yeah,
but
off the scenes, off the cameras.
My life, like you would see me, you wouldn't think a lot. Come on, Mario.
sorry.
The ASMR.
But I've had I've had so many things. So like going from like deaths to like sexual assault to like depression, suicide attempts. Like I've had it all, and like you've never seen me like post it, you know, like you've always seen me like just be happy, maybe a little like depressed here and there, but you've never seen me talk about it like straightforward.
Right.
What's the top dog though? What's the thing that's like this thing is the one that haunts me?
Like the one that
My suicide attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was the one that just like...
Yeah, and sometimes when we're doing it and not going through it, we're like dramatic. Mm-hmm. Dramatic, she's exaggerating, she's being dramatic, but at the same time, I feel like I told you, like I met you when I was very young, and now that, well, I'm a mom now, and I know that you've been through something very tragic when it has to do with being a mother and stuff. I feel like it takes one to be one. It takes one to know one, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do consider you very strong because you have posted or shared a little bit of it, but you've never shared the whole story. But I could only imagine as a mother, you know? And I feel like that's some topics that not a lot of people like to touch because it's too touchy, because it's too personal.
And because we're Mexican, like, it's not a thing to be depressed. It's not a thing to want to kill yourself. Like, it's not a thing.
Well, only to the Mexican culture, though. Like, but it is a thing. Like, you have to overcome it.
Do you feel it is a thing?
What do you mean a thing?
Like that? Because honestly, I don't think it's a thing.
No.
To want to kill yourself?
Like, I don't think it's a... Like, I feel like it's in you.
Es que se te cierra el mundo.
Yeah, but I feel like that's in you, though.
In me?
Yeah, like, no, like, not in you personally, but, like, in general, like, you as a person.
Yeah, no, totally. It's you as a person. It has nothing to do with other people. Other people are living their normal lives.
No, pero a lo que me refiero es como, like, no es... I don't feel like it's... No sé.
I don't think it's always get censored or not. No. I'm in a good place. Like, you're okay. You could say it.
No.
Knowing
Mario, I don't know.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. See, like, I feel like, honestly, I've grown really attached with my dad right now. And, like, since I see him every day. Like, I work with him every day. I'm with him on a daily basis. I feel like... And the man's old-fashioned, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's taught me a lot. Like, it's... Like, if you're depressed, it's in you. Like, they say, like, for example, love. I have a perspective of love. It's not a feeling. It's a decision you make.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't go...
I think so, too.
And like, depression, like, honestly, like, my respects. Like, I don't have nothing... I'm not going to go there and try to change your mindset and saying, like, no, don't be depressed. Like, if you're depressed, you're depressed.
Like, you have nothing to be depressed about.
Yeah, you respect, but you have your own opinion.
Yeah, like, I feel like if you're depressed, like, échale chingazos, like, you
pilas.
Like, you gotta stay pilas, you know? You gotta be someone more. Like, because honestly, no one...
Everyone goes through things.
Everyone's going through things, and no one's gonna pick you up more than yourself.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, even if your boyfriend, your husband, maybe your kids. I don't have kids, I can speak on that. But maybe your kids. But, like, other than that, like, nobody's gonna tell you, hey, pila, like, te estás cayendo, güey. Like,
nomás tu mamá o tu papá.
You know, no, pero a lo que me refiero es que está en ti. Like, aunque te diga tu mamá y tu papá, si tú andas valiendo madre, vas a
valer. You can't blame your depression on other people.
Yeah.
You can't blame anything on other people because it's in you.
You
choose to be sad. You choose to be happy.
But I have a very strong mentality that you never know what's going on in that head. Like, for example, like, Mario has his own point of view, and, like, Santi has his own point of view, and Kevin too, and you too, and Mr. Cesar too. Cesar, nuestro partner.
Shout out, camera guy.
Sí, but at the end of the day, like, you've gone through very traumatic experiences in life that you probably don't share. But I feel like, for example, losing a child, like losing a grandparent that you were very close to, it can bring you to a closing point where you're like, where do I go? Who do I look at? Who do I talk to?
Yeah, like, what am I doing wrong?
So you're a child, you know? You're a child.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait. You got me there. What do you mean? I'm a child.
I'm a child. Like, we're going back in memories, you know, traumatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking us into a little.
You're not a child.
You gotta pick that up before.
So like my like core memory and like what I worked through in therapy is that I was a child, and I remember being a child. If I was in Sanelli being 6 years old, then I was like 5 or 4 years old being in Donovan, you know?
Yeah.
And my core memory is sitting in a corner wanting to kill myself. And I was little.
How were you?
So I was
If you don't mind
little.
taking us into a little detail, how were you like?
No,
thinking,
no
like,
details.
I feel like that's
I feel
very
like-
personal,
yeah,
very
but
personal.
no,
No,
pero...
pues
Sorry.
no. And
Mira, pero por
it's not
ejemplo eso, like, lo veo así como...
that. But you're a child.
Okay.
Yeah, like how are you gonna think of that?
You-
like for example,
no one's
if-
gonna like. You're not gonna go to your mom and tell her like, "Hey, this and this happened," and like.
And then you're
you don't,
talking
you
about-
don't have that
como
vocabulary.
niño, ¿qué son tus preocupaciones? De que no pusieron Blippi en la tele
If you've
o...
paid attention, no, if you've
es que
paid
como
attention,
niño, cada quien crece en sus in different scenarios. Como niña, a mí me hicieron sexual assault.
eso.
So, tú que no te pusieron Blippi y te querías matar es diferente a mí que me tocaron mal y que me quise matar.
Claro.
Sí,
Y son
pero...
cosas de que a lo
Nah.
mejor.
It's like, sí, pero...
No, pero.
Es que, no, es que,
pero,
es,
like-
es que digo pero porque Karen me va a interrumpir. Pero,
Can I ask something explicit?
Ajá.
How does getting? I'm not throwing any type of like. I'm just
If
trying
it's
to. Know,
uncomfortable, we'll cut it off.
yeah.
No, it's fine.
How does throwing? I mean, how does getting sexually assaulted lead to depression? Like,
no,
So, okay, so you're... I feel like...
It's not funny.
No, it's
we need to
not.
spread awareness, and I am
Yes,
so.
we do.
No,
see.
here, let me acknowledge it. I feel very thankful and very proud of you for wanting to talk about it, especially because we're a podcast that is barely coming up. And like, for example, you touch these subjects when you know you're gonna get paid, when you know you're gonna be out there. But thank you for touching.
When it's going to be out there.
Yeah, and thank you for touching these subjects with us. And if you ever feel uncomfortable during the conversation, you could just not talk about it. But this is something that, as a grown woman, like I consider myself a grown woman, not super mature, not the most mature.
But you have a kid.
Yes,
And,
and
these
I-
things going to happen to him.
Exactly.
No, pero siempre,
Sorry.
mira, lo
And
que-
we
I
know
hate to cut you
people,
off.
very
I
close
hate to
people
cut you
to
off.
us that have gotten sexual assaulted that have affected even us. That it didn't happen to us, but it's affected us.
I'm sorry to cut you guys off, but I just want to make my point clear before I seem like the asshole of the story. I didn't mean it with any bad intention. I genuinely just wanted to know, and I am like Carla over here, proud of you getting over the fact like, oh, like I got sexual assault.
No,
And it
it's because,
takes-
you know what? I feel like ever since I opened up about it, the person that I opened up about it to, she was kind of like, no, like that couldn't have happened. You know? So
Horrible.
that like shot me down.
Horrible.
My first memory of this happening to me was in a school bus when there's people
Around.
taking care of you.
Yeah.
And,
Supposedly.
like, so then it's like
just in case
you're that
allegedly.
little, you know, like it's not your fault,
And then
and
not
it's
only-
not the kid's fault because that's
No.
all they've known. So whatever
mean-
they did to you, it's not their fault.
It's their
like,
parents' fault.
So I grew up with like no, and the thing is that I blocked it off.
No, mira, just
Wait,
like
you
no,
never know.
como dijo este vato, no, like no quise, like I didn't want to sound rude, like
Or minimize it.
minimize the
No, but
the
you-
effect that it can have on people.
But in
Obviously.
another time, I would have taken that to offense. But I feel like I'm worked through it to the point where like it's not your fault. Like,
Yeah,
when
because
it's
if
not
you
your
haven't
fault that
been
you
through
have
it, you're
it.
not
es
gonna
que,
understand.
Mira, es que no, es que es parte de eso, o sea, aparte de eso es parte de tenerse, ¿cómo se dice? Autoestima.
Yeah.
Por ejemplo, yo soy una persona de que, like, you'll rant off to me like, oh shit, you're fat, you're black, you're whatever.
Not the black jokes.
tell us what, JK. Cheers.
Dijo
I'm
que
like, cheers,
ya,
and she just chugged it.
ya no nos van a pagar. Pero no, bueno, aparte de eso, yo soy una persona de que, like, I know who I am, like nobody's gonna throw me down. And what I mean is, like, when you go through depression, I know you're a really young age. I know I don't know if you did, but like it takes guts, and that the respect part is there for you. Like, no doubt
respect.
about it. And my respect is there for you. All you've made up, how far you've come to life, but I feel not on you, like just in general, like I'm not saying this just for you, but just in general, I feel like depression is
a choice.
It's a choice. Like,
it really is.
You gotta pick yourself up.
Yeah, because like for example, you had the choice to either stay depressed or take therapy.
Yeah.
And you took therapy.
No, for a long time I chose to be depressed.
Right.
For a long time I wanted to be sad. Like Kevin met me when everything came back to me. I blocked it off for years.
Props to Kevin porque muchos vatos
they would have ran.
No, hay muchos vatos que no, esta vieja loca y lo que sea, se van. Y props to Kevin, el viejo aquí está atrás de cámaras. Sí, props to Kevin.
Shout out Kevin.
Yes, dude, like we had been together for like a month, I want to say, when everything came back to me. So what my therapist said was like, you blocked it off. You completely blocked it off until it can no longer be blocked off. Yeah. And so it all came back to me at once.
Yeah.
And I told Kevin everything and he was like...
Pero sabes que, Joss, también un punto importante en lo que tocaste ahí temas, unas fibras de amistad, de que a veces son las personas, también depende mucho en escoger tu círculo, tu inner circle.
Who you choose to tell,
porque es muy diferente a expresarte sobre un tema así con una persona que no es ética en el tema, que no es ética como persona y vale madre la mera neta porque tú esperas un apoyo.
Yeah.
Neta, esperas un apoyo. Entonces, cuando ese apoyo no está ahí, es cuando vale madre. Ahí es cuando vale madre.
Y hay muchas personas que, por ejemplo, mi madre... mi mamá a mí me dice, o sea, no es una opción, pero ella me enseña su soporte. ¿Me entiendes cómo? O sea, ella no me dice, no, cualquier depression, no. Ella me dice, depression no es una opción, pero porque yo estoy aquí, yo te voy a ayudar, Y es un tema del que podemos hablar por tanto tiempo, pero eso lo vamos a dejar para afuera de cámaras porque tengo mucho que platicar contigo. Te he extrañado mucho. No nos hemos visto como más de 2 años. La última vez que nos vimos cumplí 21, creo. Ya voy a cumplir 23, pero we're gonna go ahead and go on to some trivia questions, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and start asking. Big city or small town?
Small town.
Mornings or evenings?
Evenings.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I'm allergic to cats.
Me too. I just don't like them. Movies or TV series?
Movies.
Thunderstorm or snowstorm?
Thunderstorm 10 times.
Breakfast food or dinner food?
Dinner food.
Sushi or tacos?
Sushi.
Spring or autumn?
Spring or what? Autumn?
Yeah.
Spring.
Como Kevin contestando para ella.
Yes.
I want to go ahead and give you another thanks for being here, and I appreciate everything you were able to share with us. I appreciate you so much, and you know that beyond all things, I'm here for you, and I appreciate you so much, and I'm gonna always be here. I know you're 24, and like I'm a little younger than you, but I hope que you know that I'm here for you, and you can always talk to me about something, and I appreciate everything you've ever shared with us, and everything, la confianza y todo que nos has dado. Muchas gracias por estar aquí, Joss.
Yeah, Joss. If I was cut off. También te quiero decir muchas gracias por estar aquí en el podcast. Thank you for coming y thank you for compa Kevin, compa Cesar.
Gracias.
For being here, everyone. Thank you for the support.
Thank you very much,
and
Joss.
I always see Joss the boss ahí commenting. Thank you for that.
And I also want to give a special thanks to everyone that made it this far. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Thank you for being
Thank you,
here.
guys.
Drop a comment. Oh, I think you need to fix. Last time I heard a comment that I needed to remove the pillow out of my big stomach. And
Well, she did.
Guys, I did. I listened to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for making it this far. And cheers for another episode of Tirando Shot. Don't forget to
subscribe, like, comment, follow our Instagram
Share.
page, and don't forget to hear us. You guys can we're also available in
Apple Music.
Apple Podcast.
El music ya cuando haga mi corrido.
Daremos que
La Carla 69.
La Carla 69, sí. Pero gracias por estar aquí, gracias por el support. Y pues sí, gracias a todos.
Gracias.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay.